everyone, it's Haley, and today I am doing my top 15 of 2015. So it is that time of year again, yes, the best time of the year, when we get all of the 2016 New Year's resolution videos, all of the bookshelf tours, all of the end of the year stuff, your favorite books, all that good stuff. I love the end of the year and Christmas time because you have the Christmas book hauls, you have all the New Year's videos. It's a great time of year. So today I'm obviously going to be telling you guys my favorite books of 2015. I already did a it was like a mid-year favorite books of 2015 so far, and last year I did the same thing, but then what I did was I didn't include the books that I talked about in that kind of halfway point video, but this year I decided to change it up and include those books. So this is actually my overall top 15 of the 125 books that I read this year. Yes, I made my Goodreads reading goal, which is very exciting. It was looking a little bit rough there for a while, a little bit touch and go, but I did it. So yeah, I'm not going to delve too much into these books and what they're about. I have reviews for most of them, so be sure to check out the description box because all that stuff will be linked down below for you guys. You can go and check it out. But yeah, let's just get into it. And before I actually get into it, I'm just going to do my YA favorites, because if I included all the classics that I read this year, then it would just be a really different list, because there were a lot of really good classics that I read this year as well. So yes, let's just get right into it. And this year I'm actually going in order, so this is going to be a countdown from 15 to my number 1 book of the year. So yes, now I'm actually starting. So at number 15 we have Beauty Queens by Libba Bray. I really enjoyed this book. It's a really cute story, but it also has it deals with a lot of really important issues of feminism and kind of just being a girl and having all of these things expected of you. I think this book was hilarious and just really amazing, and you should just read it. Then at number 14 I have Conspiracy of Blood and Smoke by Blankman. This is the second book in the Prisoner of Night and Fog duology, which unfortunately ended this year, which I'm really sad about, but this book was really amazing. It really took the story to the next level, and I was on the edge of my seat the whole entire time. It's a historical fiction that deals with a girl who is Hitler's niece, and she's kind of discovering the truth about him and how he's really not a great person. It's just fabulous. You need to read it. Then at number 13 I have These Broken Stars by Amie Kaufman and Meagan. This is actually a sci-fi. I have 2 sci-fis on this list, which is shocking because I'm generally not a big fan of sci-fi. It's just not my thing. But this book was amazing. It's kind of like Titanic-esque in the beginning, but it's a really great story. It was super cool and just really well written, and just I was pulled right into it, and it was just fabulous. Then at number 12 I have I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy. This book was a really great story about kind of overcoming hardship and really coming of age, and it's about 2 twins and they've really grown apart, and it's kind of the story of them trying to make their way back to each other, and it's honestly a really beautiful story and I highly recommend it. Then at number 11 I have The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Adheih. I don't know how to say her last name. I pronounce it wrong every single time, so I am sorry. But this is a retelling of Arabian Nights, I believe. I want to say it's 1000 something, but I can never remember what the title of what its retelling is. But it's a really great book. It's an incredible fantasy. The writing is beautiful. It's really atmospheric, and you just need to pick this up because it's fabulous. Then at number 10 we have Just One Day by Gail Forman. I read actually this whole duology in like just 3 days, and it was fabulous. I really loved it. I loved the characters. I loved how realistic and relatable it was. I loved traveling the world throughout the books, and it's honestly an amazing series and amazing duology, and it's just, I'm going to do a video where I recommend like books to read when you're in college or like before you start college, and this one is definitely going to make it on that list because I just felt like the main character was super relatable and I absolutely adored this book. Then at number 9 I have Library of Souls by Ransom Briggs, the final book of the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children trilogy. I'm really sad that this trilogy is over, but it went out with a bang. This book was really fantastic. I just love the concept of this series. It's so original and just so cool with the pictures and the whole storyline. It's like nothing you could ever imagine, and it is amazing, and you really need to read this trilogy. Next at number 8 is Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys. This book really, and I've talked about this before, but this book had such an impact with me because 1, it didn't sugarcoat anything, and 2, it really educated me on something that I had no idea had even happened, which is a genocide that Stalin was the head of that happened to, I think it was the Baltic countries like Lithuania. I can't think of the other countries right now, but it's something you don't hear a lot about in history, but it's based off of a true event, and I loved that this book took those events and it really became a vehicle for education, and it told the story in such an emotional but truthful way, and it was honestly incredible. This book was so impactful, and it's just amazing. Next at number 7 is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. This fantasy novel takes place in a world that's based off of the Roman Empire, and it freaked me out so much, the brutality of it, that I honestly had a nightmare about it, and it was ridiculous. And the commander, the villain in this novel, is one of my favorite villains. Like, she's one of those that I love to hate, but I loved this book. I thought it was so incredible, and the story is really intriguing. It's just so, like, there's all these mysteries going on. We have a boy who's in the academy, I believe that's what it's called, and he is like one of the top soldiers, and then we have a girl who is a slave, but she's kind of going into the heart of the empire to try and avenge her parents' death, or I think that's what it is. I honestly read this at the beginning of the year, so I don't entirely remember it, but I just love this book, and I cannot wait for the next one so then I can refresh my memory and remember what happened. I do know I loved it though. Then at number 6, I have ILLUMINAE by Kristoff and Amie Kaufman. This is my most recent read on this list, and I loved this book. I loved it so much. It is so cool, and the care that went into making this book, like, it is just ridiculous. I listened to the audiobook, and I honestly highly recommend it. Like, I followed along with it, and like, I can't even really show you how beautiful this book is. You just need to pick it up. It is so amazing, and the story is amazing, the character is amazing. It is just fabulous. Next at number 5 is Crown of Midnight by Sara J. Maas, and this book was absolutely my favorite out of the series so far. I don't remember Heir of Fire because I read it so quickly, so I am going to reread that one, and I'm rereading this one. I'm rereading the whole series over probably the next like 6 years, but I loved this book. I loved what happened in it, and I loved the character development. I actually hated some things that happened in it, but I just thought it was a really great addition to the series, and it was just fabulous. So the top 4 is where it got kind of tricky, and I really struggled ordering these, but I managed to do so, and I think this is the correct order that I would rate them in. I hope so, but these are kind of all just my absolute top books of the year. So first at number 4, we have The Raven Boys and the Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. This series, honestly, I wasn't expecting to like it, but it just sucked me in. The writing, the characters, the world, it's all so incredible and unique and just fabulous, so this one definitely makes my list. Then at number 3, I have Codename Verity by Elizabeth Wein. This book honestly just really stuck with me in a way that I wasn't expecting it to. I think the way that it tells the story is incredible. It's about a British girl who was piloting the spy plane that crashes in Nazi-occupied France, and it's basically her story as she's taken in for interrogation, and it's following her whole interrogation. It's honestly such an incredible story about friendship, and everything happens in this book is just amazing, and honestly, you just need to pick it up. I can't even describe how incredible it is. It's fabulous. So I feel like I've been repeating the words fabulous and interesting and intriguing and like great, all those words, but I don't know how else to describe these books without like delving into it, but I don't have time for that, so ain't nobody got time for that, just whatever. So now at number 2, I have Snow Like Ashes and Ice Like Fire by Sara Raasch. These books are so good. I love the fantasy world that these take place in. I love the characters. I love everything about this series, and I'm so sad that it's going to be ending this year, but it is honestly incredible. If you haven't picked it up yet, go and do it now because it is fabulous. Just fabulous. And finally, my number 1 book of 2015, which is also the first book that I read in 2015, is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslye Walton. I adored this book. It just really stuck with me. It really just struck a chord with me. I love magical realism, and it was done so well in this book. It's so whimsical and just beautiful and fantastic. It's just, oh my god, I love this book so much. It's really weird, but like in a good way. It's really quirky, I would say. The first 3 chapters do get a little bit tedious, but after that you will just fall in love with this story. It is fabulous and you need to read it. So those are my top 15 of 2015. Let me know what some of your favorite books were for 2015. 2015 has definitely been a great reading year, and new releases this year have been incredible. I'm still kind of catching up with them. I feel like 2016 though is gonna like whoop 2015's ass, because there are so many fantastic sounding books that are coming out in 2016, so I cannot wait for next year. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I put out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and don't forget to follow me on social media. All that stuff is linked down below. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!